Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep Patil and today we are discuss about the entire PV process as well as the laughter. So, what start with the PV? Uh, what is the pharmacovigilance? Pharmacovigilance is a science and activity related to the assessment, detection, understanding and prevention of any adverse drug reaction or any other drug related problem. So in which uh, the detection is to understand is to that the uh, root cause of the ADR, to find out the root cause of the ADR assessment, that is the monitoring of all the kinds of ADR, understanding the SCP and the investors are the responsible for to detect the which kind of ADR occur, and the prevention, that is to inform other regulatory bodies to does not happen that kind of ADR in the future with others country. That's it. So in the PV process, um, in the pharmacovigilance, we conduct the ICR process, that is the individual case safety reports for reporting the ADRs. So in which first of all we receive the case from the SCP or the patient himself. After that we check the case is duplicate, whether it's original. So by means there is the two types of case reported by the SCP as well as the patient. So we consider first case, who sent the first case, that's a original case. After that we enter the case in the data, then follow the triage, then medical review, quality review, medical review, and then case closure submission to the regulatory authority. That's the whole ICSR process. After that there is a some kinds of software, all through the you can report the ADRs, in which the India has a Sugam, UK has the Medwatch, Europe have the PB Web, then UK has the MHRA Vigilance. These are the software through the ICR process are one of the SCSR process are the converted into electronic submission. Uh, you can be you can report the ADR by the mobiles, call, fax or email. So when the PV program comes in India, in 1982 to 1992, ADR monitoring system for India is introduced. After that, in 1997, India joined the WHO for ADR monitoring, and the 2004 to 2008 national PV programs are conducted, and finally in 2010 the pharmacovigilance program of India is started. That's called the PVPI 2010, and the headquarters is in Ghaziabad. The pharmacovigilance is introduced after the two disaster was happened. Once in a thalidomide disaster that's happened in Germany 1915 and 1916, and another one is happened in USA, the sulfonamide tragedy. Aim and scope of the pharmacovigilance: public care, risk benefit assessment, and the communication. There, in a pharmacovigilance, the day zero is that day when the case is received by the company employee or the manager with four minimum satisfying criteria. What are the four criteria we have followed? The identifiable patient, which include the age, gender, birth date, initials, and patient contact number, as well as the reporter, if reporter is SCP or patient himself. After that, identifiable medicinal product and at least one adverse event. So, what is adverse event and adverse reaction? They both are same, but there is a little difference between them. So, first of all, we discuss about the adverse event. Adverse event is any unwanted, untowards the response drug may have, and the ADR is the unwanted, unintended, noxious response a drug may have. But there is a difference between them. The adverse event in which we do not know the direct causal relationship with the treatment or drugs. In the ADRs, we know the causal relationship between the drugs or the treatments. Unexpected ADR. So unexpected ADR is is the term we use when the ADR is occur and it's not mentioned in the the leaflets that's present in a carton. Serious adverse events. So how we decide the adverse event? It's serious or either it's serious or non-serious. So there is a criteria of seriousness, that is the life-threatening, result in death, prolonged hospitalization, uh, uh, disability or the incapacity, birth defect. Uh, Severe events. The severe event used to describe the intensity of the specific events. There are the three types of the severe events: mild, moderate, and the severe. Spontaneous report and non-spontaneous report. Spontaneous reports is the reported by the HCP or patient himself. We call it a spontaneous report. And non-spontaneous reports, the company run many times campaign for the newly drugs launched in the market for the purpose of to safe use of the drugs. They by default ongoing call by the company to the random to the patient and HCP and asking them to any ADRs occurred due to that particular drug. So what is the misuse of the drugs and the that's called it the off-label use. In that the patients take drugs other than the uh, FDA approved for it. Then the overdose, that is the drugs are taken uh, more than the choice of the dose. Placebo, the placebo is an inactive pill and it does not have any therapeutic value. Open label trial in which the patient and the HCPs or the physician knows which type of the drugs or the vaccine administered into a patient. data lag points is that the date or the boundary line in which you have to submit all the reports. Signal detection. What is the signal detection? Signal detection is the process where we detect the which kind of the ADR is occur in most of the times, or the which ADR is occur in the most of the cases. That is the signal detection. This is the entire PV process. And so we are discussing now the other topic, uh, laughter. So the laughter is the physical reaction consisting usually a rhythmical, often audible concentration of the diaphragm and other parts of the respiratory system. It is the response of the internal and the external stimuli of the respiratory system. So, uh, in a simple language, the laughter is occurred due to the any kind of a joy, uh, tackling, or the any rumors of the stories, or the rumors of the stories and the thoughts. So it is the expression that's at the audibles, and the show some physical expressions. So the laughters, uh, the uh, this shows our expression where happiness, joy, rhythm, as well as the relief from the stress. So the laughter, uh, it is a positive response, or it clarify our intention towards that person. We are positive or we are negative. We just ignore the person with the smiles, and we involve the person with the smiles. So there is a two types of the laughter. Is a negative, either is a positive. So the laughters, uh, such as express our intention, we are the part of that group or not. In many cases, the age, gender, education, culturals, or the others programs, uh, we use the laughters in many cases with the low voice, or if you conduct any program of comedics, you can laughter in a the sound is that times the good, and the laughter is also is a cause in the case of the embarrassment. When we feel the embarrassment, we laugh. So the how the laughter is created, uh, in USA, the 2005, the University of Maryland found it has happened due to the peripheral cortex of the brain release the uh, endorphins, that's create the laughter. It's involved with the limbic systems. Um, so how it's benefit for us, or how how it create the impact on the the health. So there the when we laugh loudly, uh, there is a dilation of blood vessels, and the brain release the endothelium, which increase the blood flow, and also release the nitric oxide that help to laughter loudly or uncontrollably. Also it resulting, the oxide uh, is resulting in a dilation of uh, dilations of the vessel, reduction of stress, anxiety, and some hormones like cortisols and epinephrines. Laughter also boosts the number of antibody cells and the enhance the T beta cells of the present in the immune systems and increase our immune systems. So that's it, the overall the part of the laughter. So many times in a yoga programs there they conduct the laughter session uh, for to improve our health and improve our blood flow, and it's also maintain the blood pressure in a the concentration levels. That's it, the overall information about the laughter.